Welcome to Rhodes Rules. In late summer of 2020, our family set out on a 3-month adventure to travel the western United States in our Class C RV and Jeep. We share our journey as we savor amazing food, ascend spectacular vistas, encounter impressive wildlife, and share tons of hints, tips, and tricks for inspiring your own adventures. This week, we invite you along as we explore Jackson Hole, Wyoming, discovering the abundant wildlife, hiking the rugged terrain, and enjoying the breathtaking views of Grand Teton National Park. Life is a journey. You hold your map. Let's go wander.
Campsites available near the Grand Teton, so we did some research and found the Grovant Campground. It's a national park campground. It is a first come first serve with no guarantee that there will be a spot. So this is our first experience with that. So we are hoping that they'll have a place for us. Here we go.
Good news, we did get a campsite for 7 nights here at Grovant. We're going to be dry camping. They do have electric hookups. They've got one side that's no generators. The other side you can use generators certain times a day. So we're getting the side where we can run our generator to power our batteries, recharge our batteries. This is our first time doing this for an extended period of time, so we're going to be learning a lot.
And it's supposed to be getting chilly.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. We bought extra blankets.
But we heard great reviews.
Mama is getting some supper ready. What are we having tonight?
Rosemary pork chops and potatoes, green beans, and carrots.
This is not camping. This is gourmet cooking. It's glamping.
And my quick cooker.
This is the best way to camp. Man. Good job, Mama.
Thanks.
Looks good.
It looks like we might get to use our annual pass here.
Finally. We've not had to pay to get any parks, I think because of COVID-19. We bought the pass, and this is after how many national parks and national monuments? I don't know.
This is our third one.
Your third, whatever.
Yeah.
We're finally gonna get to use it. This means with this card, we get in, you have to pay for the card, obviously. $70.
I think it was $70.
I think it was $70. But anyway, now we can get into all the national parks.
Yeah, $70.
And so the day pass here,
the entrance fee
would have been $35.
Yeah. So if you go to 2 national parks
it's worth
within a year, then the annual pass is totally worth it.
Can I get a packet? Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't worry, we were saying it wrong too.
We love all the information. Now we get to go home and plan our whole week.
So we left Louisiana 3 weeks ago. Sweltering heat, 90 plus degrees, humidity. And we wanted to find cooler, more comfortable weather. We are in Jackson Hole in the Grand Teton National Park on the edge of Jenny Lake. It is 44 degrees.
And that's cold enough for me.
The wind's blowing, I don't know, 10, 15 miles an hour off the lake.
Especially on the lake.
Front's moving through. It's been snowing up in the Tetons all day today. Yo, it's cold. It's cold. For some Louisiana folks, it's cold. Are y'all cold?
Yeah.
I'm freezing.
And I'm looking right now across the lake. There's a boat. Somebody's in a boat.
Ooh.
People, you need to be somewhere warm drinking hot chocolate.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. I'm cooking some vegetable soup tonight. Since it's cold again. Since it's cold weather.
We're gonna build a fire. And we're gonna have some hot chocolate.
I'm gonna have some hot chocolate.
It is cold.
It's a good
And
night for it.
the weather says down here in the valley, it may get as low as 28 degrees. We're gonna see. Whoo, man, we found the cold weather.
There's a lot of things we're having to learn while out on the road for 3 months. One of the first issues that we had to figure out was the boys' school Chromebooks. They weren't being issued until right before school started, and we had already left. But we did not delay our trip. We figured we'd figure it out on the road. We did go to Best Buy and Office Depot. We went to several stores just to see if we could buy a pretty inexpensive Chromebook or a laptop. And I guess since everybody is doing online school, it was impossible to find decent Chromebooks. What we ended up doing was we got some folks to pick up their Chromebooks the day that they issued them, and we shipped them via UPS. So we're here today to pick up Caleb's Chromebook, and we'll be back Thursday to pick up Levi's Chromebook.
Ready for school? I'm opening my present. The computer. Oh dear.
Got this Chromebook and a nice laptop case. And even better, his literature book. Oh, and I guess some school supplies.
Yeah, like some papers. And so.
All right. He's ready for virtual school. Y'all see anything?
There's 3 of them. Yeah, there's a guy over here, and then there's that couple right there taking pictures. So you can see there is a guy right there. He's probably 25 yards or so from one bull moose. Can barely see it right there. And there are 2 more right here. Oops.
And there's one back here to the left of that tree.
Are there 4?
Yeah, there's one back here.
Yeah, I know that. And then you can see there's a guy right over here taking pictures. He is incredibly close to the moose.
He's over here, Jeff. Over here.
Oh yeah, there he is. Wow. That is a beautiful animal. I think he just realized He's saying there's 4 of them. Yeah.
Hilarious how he goes, hmm?
What? There had to be fair.
Look for Jay, that's where the hidden
Maybe Jay's over there.
We are gonna stamp our passport again. Right up here at the top.
Hey folks, welcome to Jenny Lake. We got a quick safety speech since we're on this mighty body of water. We've got life jackets underneath the main deck seats. This lake was named after a Shoshone woman. We don't know her Indian name though, but she was married to one of the a significant trapper in the area, Dick Lee, and he named her Jenny. And then in the 1870s there was something called the Haven Expedition that came through and used Dick and Jenny as guides. So for a job well done, they named this lake after her, Jenny Lake. So please stay seated. Hold on to your hats in the back. Thank you.
We are at Jenny Lake. We took the little shuttle boat over from the visitor center, and we're about to do a little hike for the day.
We haven't decided.
We're gonna start with the Hidden Falls hike. It's a half-mile hike from here, pretty easy hike. And from there, another half-mile hike up to Inspiration Point.
It's pretty high.
And they said that's a little tougher hike, but it's half a mile. And then from there, we can either
head that direction for like 5.5 miles ish around the lake, or we can head that direction, which is about, I think,
he said 2.5 miles.
2.5 miles.
To go back to the Jenny Lake trailhead.
We haven't decided
to the
which one we're
visitor
going to do.
center.
Yeah, we haven't decided which one we're going to do.
Depends on how we feel.
Depends on how we feel after the Inspiration Point.
We'll let you know.
We were just having a discussion. I'm thinking we're about halfway up to Inspiration Point.
I thought this was it.
As you can see behind us, there's Lake Jenny. It is, oh my God, it's amazing. I'm gonna do some video around the other side because you can see, I believe that's Grand Teton, the peak right there. There are chipmunks everywhere up here.
Come right up to the boys.
But we still gotta climb. I'm gonna show you. So there's the trail.
That we just came from.
There are the Tetons sticking up, continuing up. That right there, you can see some people coming down. We still gotta go way up there to get to Inspiration Point. We're still novice hikers. I'm still way overweight to be doing this.
And the air is so
We're at about 7,000 feet elevation now, so my Louisiana lungs are they're getting toasted big time. It feels great. I mean, the temperature is perfect for a hike, but this is taxing at 7,000 feet. I think it's taxing for my little lady and our children too. But hey, we're gonna make it. We're making it all the way to Inspiration Point, so we'll show you that in just a minute. Levi is the chipmunk whisperer, apparently. So we made it to Inspiration Point. That is right over here behind us. You see I don't even know what Levi's doing, chasing chipmunks. But we wanted to point out, if you come on this hike, if you're very adventurous, you're not. But if you are, this sign points to Cascade Canyon. So right up that little hill, between the two massive mountains here in the Tetons, is Cascade Canyon. I've seen pictures of it. It is absolutely stunning, absolutely amazing. We're not cut out for this yet. We're gonna get there. Not right now though. We know our limitations. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave from here. We're gonna take the short loop back around Jenny Lake, and should take us probably, I'd say, an hour and a half, 2 hours probably to get back to the Jeep. It's a pretty easy trail, so once you get down the mountain, it just goes right along the edge of the lake, so it's pretty docile. I'm sure we'll show you some more points along the way, but highly recommend at least doing the trail that takes you to Hidden Falls and Inspiration Point. It is well worth the payoff, I promise. Yeah, I don't blame them. They're wanting to do something else. Mama wants to go somewhere. Uh-huh.
Whoa, look at it.
She's ready to go. She's ready.
We can take shelter here. Jeff, you need to go get in.
She's not coming over here.
Yes, she is. Oh my God. Oh my God. We're missing it.
Where are they? I'm talking about across 15 yards in front of us. Today is somewhat of an eventful day. It is the Friday before Labor Day. We have some Jeep maintenance that needed to be done. I made a huge mistake flat toeing. I'm going to go into probably some detail. I'm going to review my flat toe system and a mistake that I made. I knew I was, it's not really a mistake. I made a decision. I made a poor decision. I knew I was doing the wrong thing. Did it anyway because we were ready to hit the road, and now I'm paying the price to the tune of about $800 because I got to get a new tire, got to get a front end alignment because I think I knocked the front end out of line on my Jeep. Anyway, I'm going to show you a little bit more about that later. But before we're doing that, Casey took the Jeep on to the shop. Levi and I are doing our ritual dumping and filling and the fun part of RV life. But I did want to point something out to you guys. It is Friday, Labor Day. It's this last big, huge Labor Day camping, vacationing thing. It is about 8, but for hours now, you can see this is the camp office right over there. You can see the line behind me. And I'm just gonna spin around because this is the road that goes out for Grovant Campground to Grovant Road. You see the line back there? Look at that. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't even know how many RVs and vehicles, tent campers, because one end is no generators. One end is generators, lots of tent campers in the no generator area. But this is how it's been being. Now, we got here when it wasn't very busy. We got here last weekend. There was not a line to get in. There were plenty of campsites. There's been campsites all week. People have been coming and going, no problem. I had a feeling today would be very busy. So if you're gonna come to Jackson Hole and stay at Grovant Campground, I highly recommend it. You're gonna see the two moose that we just filmed about 30 minutes ago coming right through the middle of camp. But if you're gonna come, and you're gonna come during the busy season, you better get to Grovant very early. I have read that people start lining up at 4 o'clock in the morning. You gotta be a dedicated camper, baby. I'm not saying I wouldn't do it. I just didn't have to do it, thank goodness. But just know that's what you're gonna get into. The Jenny Lake Campground. Jenny Lake is spectacular. We didn't go down by the campground because it's tent camping only. But then there's Coulter Bay. If you look at Coulter Bay, there's more like an RV resort area. It's got full hookups. It's incredibly expensive in my personal opinion. I don't like to pay that much for a campsite. Then Coulter Bay also has more of a primitive area where there's no generators, no hookups, things like that. It's still a little bit pricier. Here was not too bad. We love this campground. Just know what you're gonna get into. If you're gonna come to Jackson Hole, you're gonna bring an RV, you're gonna stay in this area. If you want full hookup, you're gonna pay dearly for them. I know there is some free boondock camping. We decided not to do that, even though we're basically boondocking. We have 0 hookups. We do have the dump station. I've got fresh water that, as you can see right here, that I'm pumping into my RV right now. We've got 2 dump stations that you can see behind us. You know, is it worth paying $35, I don't know, maybe $38 a night or something like that? I don't know exactly. Is it worth paying just to have a dump station and water? There's also bathrooms, so we can conserve some of our resources, not showers. We still have to shower in our RV. I don't know. I mean, I think it's just a personal choice. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. We opted to pay for it. We like the campground. It's clean. The bathrooms are clean. We like this campground. And it's been worth paying the $30 whatever a night. This is, I think, our 3rd time to dump. There's 4 of us on this rig. So we go through our resources pretty well. I think we do pretty good for 4 people, to be honest. That's a little bit about Grovant. I just wanted you guys to be able to see the line over here. It's pretty incredible.
campground. We loved it here. The wildlife was amazing. Moose.
Oh, yep, there's
we
the
saw
moose
so
right
many
there.
moose. And if you'll see, like as we're leaving our campground, look at all these people. They have spotted a moose.
It's a big bull moose too.
Where is it?
It's maybe on the tree now.
The cool thing is, we slept with our windows open last night, and in the middle of the night, like at 3 o'clock in the morning, I hear like snorting right outside my window, and I look out, and there was a moose right at our campground.
So what does she do next?
Well,
She wakes me
I
up.
shake Jeff awake.
Jolted me out of a deep,
was not real happy.
bearish hibernation sleep.
But it was cool.
It was. I could hear it. I never saw it, but I could hear it. It was making all kinds of noise.
So anyway, Grovant Campground, we loved it. I think it's one of our favorite campgrounds. And the crazy thing is, we had no hookups. It was our first time to go a full week with no hookups. And we didn't have a single problem. We liked it.
It was a learning
It
experience.
got a little chilly at night, but we covered up with lots of blankets. So anyway, I think it was like $33 a night.
Which by the way is, I mean, $33 for a campsite with 0 hookups, in my opinion, is kind of pricey. However, you know, we could have boondocked probably for free, but
What we loved about this campground was the location. It was just 15 minutes to Jackson. We had to go to town several times this week, so the location was great. It was also
and they
right
had a dump
here.
station. They had a dump
Yeah.
station. They had freshwater stations, so you could just run up there. There were actually 2 dump stations. Never had a problem getting in there. We were backed up a little bit just a second ago. We were the first in line, but there was a line behind us because it's Sunday and a lot of people are leaving. So, you know, on heavily trafficked, I think days where a lot of people are leaving, the dump station could probably get backed up a little bit, but I mean, that's a small thing.
It was great.
Please be sure to like this video and subscribe to our Rhodes Rules channel. And always remember, life is a journey. You hold your map.